All right, so I've managed to bring back some really interesting samples of what I think is two different species of moss from up in the mountains where my family has a ranch. So check it out. This will be the first species, and I found this one just in the shade of a really large rock, and it was about, I would say, 60 degrees that day. It's nice and cool. Now this is the other sample that I have that I brought back from, it was kind of under some low-hanging trees by the canal that we were cleaning out. And oh, it's a really great sample. Welcome to my little moss farm. Now, these are definitely two different types of species because they don't look alike, and this one has these little white hairs. So, I have an acrobat, which is like a magnification thing. It's sort of used for maybe jewelry making or identifying samples such as moss, which is what we're gonna do. And I'm also going to see about analyzing this sample is actually showing some sprouts. So this is a full, I'd say shovelful and a half of moss. Hey girl. Actually, I'm really interested to see if I can continue to grow, if I can propagate this moss and see if I can put it in all my plants here. As you can see, I have a pretty extensive little indoor garden. So now let's work on obtaining a little sample here. I don't have a petri dish, but this is about as good as it's gonna get. The other one is small enough to just observe the sample from the tray that it's already in. So with that being said, I'm gonna order some petri dishes. We're gonna take this over to our little imaging station. Okay, let's see if you guys can get a better view here. What I'm looking for is any insects, dry patches, lesions that might have mold. I'm looking to see if it's retaining moisture. There's our initial piece. This is the bigger sample, so we'll be taking this one back. So we're gonna put this guy back as it's alive and well. Now we'll take our bigger sample here that has its own tray. Okay, this one has like cactus-like flower features. And I'm just kind of looking over the whole thing to check out and see what the actual samples look like. You can see variations of red and orange. That right there, for example, would be a dry lesion or perhaps mold. There's a bug right there. See him? But he was found in this area. As you can see, it's a big dry lesion or some type of moldy area that he may be the one killing this entire area right here. It's crazy the kind of view that you get. It looks like a whole nother world. Okay, so we'll figure out containment. Now I'm gonna submerge the moss in question. That piece in there looks bad, so we're gonna get rid of it. Submerge the moss. This is what you should have. Nice clean moss that has been submerged and washed. Gonna give it its best possibility to propagate and have a life cycle. So we'll go ahead and put it back into its little area here. And that's perfect for our little moss. Low sunlight, nice little damp area. So as you can see, that's why I keep the humidifier going right here. There's Girly. That's why I keep the humidifier going right here, just to create the environment that's conducive to my moss growing, which is over there. So I want to see if I can really get this moss to kind of take life here in its new environment. Stay tuned for another video on some more moss. And if you have any information on the best way to grow it, comment below, and you can help me propagate moss for all my plants.